Welcome to another deep dive. And today we're going to get into the nuts and bolts of Symantec Data Center Security Server Advanced.
Oh, yeah.
But we're not just going to like skim the surface or anything like that. We've got your practice questions and answers right here, ready to like totally break them down.
Nice.
Think of it like your personalized cheat sheet for that Symantec 250-426 exam.
Yeah.
90 minutes, 65 to 75 questions, and you got to get at least 70% to pass.
Right.
So no pressure.
It's a tough exam.
Yeah.
But, the important thing is to understand the core concepts.
Right.
And that's what we're here for, to like really get into it and help you move beyond memorization to like true mastery.
All right, so let's jump right in with question 1.
Okay.
It focuses on those sometimes tricky communication issues between the Symantec agents and the management console.
Right.
The answer gives us 3 main troubleshooting steps.
Okay.
Checking those firewall rules. Running network connectivity tests and confirming agent configurations sounds straightforward enough.
It is.
But do those steps apply to other IT systems besides just Symantec?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
These are like fundamental troubleshooting steps that apply to pretty much anything IT.
Okay.
Like think of it as your IT first aid kit.
Gotcha.
Whether you've got a printer freaking out or a server going haywire, these 3 steps often can really help you get to the bottom of what's going on.
So it's like having this universal IT troubleshooting toolkit.
Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on to question 2.
Right.
This one brings in the policy enforcement agent, which is really at the heart of this whole Symantec Data Center Security Server Advanced thing.
Absolutely.
The answer compares it to a strict bouncer at a club.
Right.
But I'm wondering if that analogy does it justice.
I mean, it's a start,
Okay.
but there's definitely more to it.
Right.
This bouncer goes way beyond just checking ID. It's enforcing those security configurations, making sure only authorized applications are running, and like constantly monitoring the integrity of the whole system.
Wow.
It's like the muscle behind Symantec's whole security approach.
Yeah.
Making sure everything stays in line.
So it's less about checking IDs and more about maintaining order.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Question 3 throws us a bit of a curveball. It asks what Symantec Data Center Security Server Advanced doesn't do.
Oh, interesting.
And surprisingly, data encryption isn't part of the core functionality.
Right.
I have to admit, I just assumed that would be like a given.
Yeah, it's a common assumption.
Yeah.
I think, Symantec focuses on securing access,
Okay.
preventing those intrusions, controlling the applications, but not so much on encrypting the data itself. So think of it this way. They're building those fortress walls, but they're not necessarily securing the treasure chest inside.
That's a good way to put it.
It really highlights how you need those multiple layers of security.
Right? So you might have this incredibly robust system in place, but if someone does get past those defenses, the data itself is still potentially vulnerable.
Exactly.
Makes you think about what other security measures you got to have.
Absolutely.
All right, get ready because we're going to speed through questions 4 through 10.
Sounds good.
We're talking about those handy diagnostic tools, agent update failures, cost optimization strategies, and even troubleshooting a misbehaving management server.
Nice.
You ready for this rapid fire round?
Oh, yeah. Bring it on.
Okay, question 4.
Okay.
All about the DCS diagnostic tool
Right.
and its role in sniffing out database issues within Symantec Data Center Security. Server Advanced.
Okay.
And now the answer talks about checking server logs, but
Well,
honestly, how helpful are those logs in reality?
server logs are super crucial, actually.
Okay.
They're like your detective's notebook.
Oh.
They give you clues about what happened before an issue popped up. I mean, they can look like hieroglyphics at first.
Yeah.
But with practice, you can learn to read them and find that valuable info.
So maybe I need to brush up on my log file interpretation skills.
It's a good skill to have.
All right, question 5 dives into agent update failures.
Wow.
And surprise, surprise, it emphasizes checking those log files again.
Yeah, those logs are like your best friend when you're troubleshooting.
Okay.
They give you a timeline of everything that happened, error messages, all sorts of good stuff.
Got it.
Don't underestimate them.
Duly noted.
Right.
Question 6 jumps into cost optimization, highlighting automated threat response and lightweight agent design as key features.
Yeah.
But let's be real, is automated threat response really a silver bullet?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I mean, it really depends on a few things.
Okay.
The size of your IT team, your budget, how complex your security environment is.
Okay.
And cut down on all that manual effort. Think about centralizing your security management using those pre-built security policies, or even tapping into threat intelligence feeds to proactively find and squash those risks.
So it's all about finding the right balance.
Exactly.
And using automation strategically, not just blindly implementing it and hoping for the best.
Definitely.
Okay, question 7.
Right.
What happens if your management server decides to play dead after an update?
Oh, yeah.
Do you just hit the panic button?
I mean, the first instinct might be to panic.
Right.
But resist that urge.
Okay.
Those server logs, they're your lifeline. They can help you figure out what went wrong and get things back on track.
All right, so those logs are like the Rosetta Stone of Symantec Data Center Security.
They pretty much are.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Question 8.
Right.
Focuses on the system requirements you need for everything to run smoothly.
Okay.
The answer suggests 8 GBs of RAM with a quad-core processor as a good starting point.
Yeah, that's a good baseline.
But is that really enough horsepower to handle everything Symantec can throw at it?
Well, it depends on your setup.
Yeah.
You know, like how big and complex your environment is.
Right.
You wouldn't expect a compact car
Right.
to have the same power as a Formula One race car.
So right-sizing your hardware for the job?
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
Question 9 introduces the Symantec Data Center Security Management Console, which, let's be honest, isn't the most exciting name.
I mean, it's not winning any awards for creativity.
But I guess an IT security functionality is more important than a cool name.
Oh, for sure.
So what is it all about?
This console is like your command center.
Okay.
You can configure policies from there, monitor security events, keep an eye on your whole Symantec ecosystem.
So it's the brain of the operation.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And finally, question 10 brings us back to troubleshooting those connectivity issues between the agents and the management server.
Right.
And guess what it all starts with? Checking those network settings and firewall rules.
Network issues are a pain.
Yeah.
They cause so many problems.
Right.
So before you jump into any complex solutions,
Correct.
just make sure the basic network connectivity is working like it should.
Right.
It's like making sure the car has gas before you start messing with the engine.
Good point.
Yeah.
It's not just about passing this exam. It's about getting excited about cybersecurity and developing the skills to make it a career.
Exactly.
All right, so to everyone listening out there, keep those log files close, embrace the power of learning, and never underestimate the importance of a good backup.
That's good advice.
Until next time, stay curious, stay secure, and happy diving.